Hey, what's up, everyone? It's Zach, aka Keats39 here to bring you another episode of the Starting Five. Gonna get right into it. First day of the week, so looking to get back on track here. So this slate tonight, it's the top. There's like four studs that I really like. So the picking them is gonna be the hardest part. Um, so doing this video a little different tonight. Not really going with like my overall top plays. But I'm gonna try to give you some value guys that I like a lot. To try to open up some room to get those top guys. So first, I'm gonna start off by going with saying Steph, who is a stud that one of the studs I really like today. Look at his box scores. He's really smashing, and he's like has not got his full like slate of minutes lately because of blowouts. Um, the Warriors are really bad this year, as expected when Klay Thompson got hurt. Even, actually, I shouldn't say that. They're way worse than we expected. We expected them not to be great, but they're taking it to a whole nother level. Steph's price keeps dropping. It's back down to 9.2, which is where he was to start the year when we really liked him. Um, one thing with Steph. I talked to Gator about this is that I don't usually like playing him when Draymond Green's there because Draymond Green becomes a facilitator kind of role, and Steph he still gets all of his shots, but his assist numbers aren't always as high as I like. Like when Draymond misses, it's like Steph runs the show, and it's just Steph. But we've seen him drop 7 assists in three of the last four, while getting all these shots up, and these are in blowout losses, a couple of them. So this matchup with the Minnesota Timberwolves is a matchup that both teams are really bad. So it's you'll see from like a couple plays coming up. I really like this game. Just two really bad teams usually equals DFS good stuff. Um, and I think Steph is going to take advantage of this, and I think he has just a monster night here. And just a couple minutes ago, we got word that D'Angelo Russell looks doubtful. So um, hopefully the Warriors don't end up blowing them out, which that would be my luck. But we'll go to teammate Draymond Green, as I just mentioned. Uh, he's a GPP play because he does have these games where he's just awful. And the blowouts are going to hurt him way worse than they're going to hurt Steph because he's a lot older and not really like needed as much. So he really sees a downtick in minutes and blowouts. But we want this like 31 to 32, 33 minute range. And I would expect a really nice game from Draymond. No cat either, as he's been out with COVID. Um, I just think that it's going to be a game where he gets really close to triple double. If not, when his triple doubles are going to be like 10, 10, and 12 assists or something like that. But I think it's really in the range of outcomes here. And at a 5.2 price point, so not many guys at that range are going to have that super high, or not super high, but really nice ceiling that Draymond Green has. So really think he's solid tonight for GPP's upside. And so we'll go over the other side is Ricky Rubio. Another guy, I'll call him GPP for now, but he may end up being a cash lock by the time lock comes. We're just going to have to wait to see his minutes. Last game was 24 to 28 minute restriction, got the full 28. Um, I think like if we get word that he's going to be like 22 to 32 minutes or 28 to 32 minutes, I really like Ricky Rubio. He's going to be with no D'Angelo Russell. He's going to be the ball handler 100% of the time. Really, Malik Beasley is a really good player, but he does not. He's a straight two guard. He does not really do much ball handling, but I do like him as well. Um, but Ricky Rubio, he does gets all three, produces all the way across the board, which is always nice. Only the 4 shot attempts, but I expect that to go up in a fast-paced game against really bad defense. He's just like Draymond Green. He has a really high floor that not many people at this 5K range are gonna have. And if he gets minutes, he has a really high or he has a high ceiling, and if he gets the minutes, he's gonna have a really high floor too. Um, so 5.1, I really like him. And make sure you just keep a lookout at locked so you can see uh, what his minutes are gonna be like. Um, So we're gonna get to two value plays that I don't really love playing either of these guys, but they're for their price range, they're nice plays. Gary Harris is a guy I absolutely hate playing because he literally like 10 3 boards, no assists, and a steal. That is like Gary Harris to a T. Um, but he's at 3.9, and you're seeing 37 to 39 minutes. Um, I'm not gonna like say a lot to back him up because he's not like some super stud play, but 3.9 and his worst game is we're not gonna count. So in his last 7 games, his worst game is 17. Really hard to find a better floor for these cheap guys. He doesn't really have a ceiling. Like he could drop 20 real points any night and hit crush value. But with all the studs I want to play, I'm trying to find these values. Like Daniel Gafford will probably be chalky. I think he's fine, but he's not going to get some 25 to 30-minute game. So it's hard to get much of a ceiling from him unless they change something up. So Gary Harris just feels safe. Like that's all there really is to it. Don't think he's like a total smash play, but just a nice little value. Same guy that goes for Miles Bridges, but we do have ceiling games for Miles Bridges. I played him last night and paid off for me. I think people were scared because this random 19-minute game, but you're going to see this 25 to 30 minutes. Like if someone else gets in foul trouble, we can get up to 30. But they want to play him 25 minutes, and he's really solid player. Like 4K is pretty cheap for him. As you can see, he's been all the way up at 6K within 10 games. So dropping him all the way to 4K seems a little dramatic, but he does have some bad games in here. But you just see it's a lot of, I don't know if they're drawn up for him, but him and LaMelo have good chemistry. Like LaMelo understands the freak athlete that Miles Bridges is, and he'll throw him those alley-oops. Solid rebounder, good passer for his size, gets the blocks and steals. I just say 4K is another point. I'm like, I think that's way too cheap on a slate that I want to get. Well, I'll just go over this real quick on exactly why I'm giving these values. Because you get Nikola Jokic in a smash spot, as he's been smashing. Luka Doncic in a really smash spot, as he's been kind of everywhere, but we've seen this 66, this 90, the 78. I think that this is a very possible game. This Nuggets defense isn't what it used to be. You get Damian Lillard in a great matchup if OKC could stay around, which I think they do because Portland isn't that good. And he's been in this 50 to 60 range ever since CJ McCollum went down. Joel Embiid, if that game would stay close, he smashes LeBron James in a not a revenge matchup, but against his old team in Cleveland, at a cheaper price. Vucevic, who's awesome play. You just get all these guys that are like above 8K that are really, really good plays. So I'll probably try to jam in 2, maybe even 3 if it's possible. So that's why I'm trying to highlight all these cheaper guys. Always, strategy could change when luck comes, but I'm fine with that. That's just what the plan is right now. So, yeah, that's going to do it. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe button, and I'll see you next time. Later.